Welcome all. That's ChatGPT wrote this, right? Identity in the age of soulbound tokens. Who knows what a soulbound token is? Okay, 3 people. Then you're in the right talk, because I'm going to explain you. So, who am I? And you will see when I made the slides, I had a serious identity crisis, because this slide you will see coming back over and over and over. Who am I? But first, we'll just go into my, let's call it engineering background and my crypto background, but then we'll see where the identity crisis comes from. So, FrankNFT, Frank Poncelet in the real world, in crypto since very, very long. But basically, I returned to the scene. I left the scene after a while. I returned to the scene in 21 with the upcoming of NFTs, because I'm also an amateur artist. And I started minting NFTs, so that was pretty cool. And I'm co-founder of Hyperlabs. My other co-founder is sitting over there. He's looking if I'm doing a good job. I did over 40 projects as a Solidity consultant, so I did a ton of Solidity contracts. I do speak a lot about gas optimization because I really like that one. But I also really like the whole privacy and identity problem that we have on blockchain. So that's also one that I really like to talk about. So I already said in 21, I came back for NFTs. And NFTs, basically, they solved an interesting problem. So JPEGs were basically invented in 1992, something like that. And what can you do with a JPEG? You can save it, you can ask the design bureau guys to make you really beautiful JPEGs. You can share them on your Twitter, on your Facebook, and so on. But you don't really own them. And NFTs solved it because they give you this certificate of ownership. There are still 1 million copies. No, everybody can still right-click, save your beautiful JPEG, but the NFT says you have the original one. We didn't have that in 92 with any JPEG. So we then looked on, what can we do with this? And what is my identity on the blockchain? And there it gets interesting because we minted all these NFT collections. I'm here today with, I need to chill them a little bit, they sponsor me. I'm here today with my jacket of Was that has my punk on it. So, but do I identify with my punking? Well, personally, I don't. Is my identity, is that my MetaMask? But my MetaMask will get hacked, right? One day, there are only 3 kind of people in this business. That's the people that are already hacked, people that will get hacked, and the hackers. So, and the last category can also come back in the 2 before. So, my MetaMask, probably not my identity. My ape, I also have an ape. No, it's not cool anymore to be an ape, so definitely not my identity. Sorry, Gilles. My own art, I already told you, I'm an amateur artist. You probably have seen this picture around the venue, left and right, because I did a ton of talks today and yesterday. It's a picture of me that was recreated by an AI. But do I identify with that? My punk, my favorite punk. It's not the one on my vest. My favorite punk, the 1507, the cowboy. If you were in my previous talk on the main stage, you saw we actually even made new avatars based on this one. But once again, do I identify with it? Is that me? Is that me on the blockchain? My ENS. Somebody just asked me, can I send you something? Well, FrankNFT.it. But once again there, it's just an address. No, it's not an identity. Soulbound tokens. Interesting. A while ago, I think we're almost a year and a half now, Vitalik wrote a white paper. And he wrote a white paper about soulbound tokens. And basically, if you look at the implementation, at the end you will get a QR code to my GitHub where you can actually find the very, very, very first implementation of soulbound tokens that we made. And it's a special version of an NFT. And why is it so special? Well, the ownership model, the permission model is different. It is the issuer that sends you this NFT. You cannot transfer it, you cannot sell it, you cannot trade it, because that is what we invented in 2017 with NFTs. With these, you cannot do that. You just get it in your wallet, and it proves something. And me as issuer, let's say I'm a university, and I want to give you a certificate before you follow the course, or you get a diploma, I can actually send this to your wallet. And if we then go back to the MetaMask will get hacked one day, well, the attacker can't even do anything with it because he can't transfer it. No, a wallet drainer does not work for SBTs. Of course, you don't want to use that wallet anymore because it got compromised. But then you can ask me, the issuer, the university, so Terry, sorry guys, my wallet got hacked. I got a new wallet, this is a new address. And so the issuer can actually transfer the certificate to the new wallet. So who am I? Well, here's the solution. Well, I'm the collection of my SBTs. Yeah? So in my, let's call it identity wallet, because you probably you don't want to throw that in with all your gaming NFTs and I don't know, all the crap that you mint that hope you make you rich. You probably make a specific identity wallet for this, but you can get all kinds of things in there. Certificates of things that you've done. Your driver's license. Driver's license is a really nice example. I don't have to drive a car today, I'm good. I'll probably have a ton of beer later on. If I would drive a car, police would stop me, I would lose my driver's license for a few weeks. With an SBT, they can just pull it in, driver's license is gone, and completely automated, they can actually give the driver's license back. I don't have to go to a police office or what. It will just come back to my wallet. So, there's my driver's license. So, rewards for doing achievements. I could all drop you an SBT because you are at my talk. It's maybe an idea, Simon, for next time. Dropping everybody an SBT because they came to the talk. Indeed, POAPs. I think this is something that is really wrong with POAPs. Because I can transfer a POAP. POAP is a true NFT. And there is, I noticed there is a POAP NFC at the corner of the stage. But I can just transfer it to anybody. So actually, I don't want to come here and I send Simon here, say, collect the POAP for me and send it to me. And then I can show my boss. I was there. No? See, there's the POAP. That is something that is wrong with POAPs. It should be SBTs. Important documents, I already told, degrees, driver's license, employment history. Everybody lies on his LinkedIn, but really everybody lies on his LinkedIn. How do you check that? Well, if it were SBTs that you got from these employers, they say, okay, Christophe there, yeah, he's not a that good employee, so he will get a medium certificate. While Bert, yeah, he will get a good certificate. But it will all go into your Soulbound token wallet, and it will become part of your identity. It's also a little bit dangerous. So, the future of KYC, who knows? What we're trying to do with this is making it less reliant on Web 2. A truly decentralized governance? You say, no, you're wrong there, right? You're saying I'm wrong, yeah? You're saying that, right? Yes, because the SBT is only part of the solution. If you want to decentralize it, you have to make the issuer also decentralized. But we already have that technology. You can just hook up a Genosis on the other side. For instance, you can use any other technology where you go with multi-signers and it becomes decentralized. It becomes truly decentralized at that moment. One that I really love is I'm usually a loan giver on multiple platforms. NFTFI is one of those. They actually, it's not a true SBT because I can still sell it. But when I give a loan to somebody, I actually get a certificate that I loaned out that money. And when the loan expires, and the guy who took the loan pays the loan back, the thing disappears from my wallet. It just disappears. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to waste gas to burn it or whatever. It's the issuer that is actually doing it. So, ideas. I've seen this slide today, but in another talk. So, ideas, yeah, I already talked about the loans, the NFT FI. Material chains is a very interesting one, because it's something that we see in the industry that's coming up a lot. We want to do supply chain tracking. Where are things coming from? The G7 recently decided that we don't want to import diamonds anymore into Europe, Russian diamonds. We do want to import diamonds, but we do not want to import Russian diamonds. We will need material blockchains for that. And it can go, I use the diamonds because it's really a high profile, but it can go over food, it can go anything that is supply chain. We can really do track, and you get your provenance of your product from where was it. In the case of the diamond, okay, it was at a certain moment it was a rough diamond. It got traded a few times. It goes to somebody who will make it a cut diamond here. Who did that? You can put all that history on the blockchain if you build material chains. And of course, you want that certificate, you want that to follow the diamond. You don't want that to go out of sync with the diamond. If the diamond gets sold, the certificate has to follow. And relying on the goodwill, I asked that question in another panel of mine, relying on the goodwill of people to actually do that and not bring them out of sync, I think is a bad idea. So letting the issuer decide on it and letting the issuer drive it, I think it's a much more interesting concept here. And you can do that with Soulbound tokens. And another one here is subscriptions. Everybody has Netflix here, right? I don't see anybody saying no. Netflix doesn't want, you probably already had the pop-ups a few times, but Netflix doesn't want that you share your subscription. Yes? So make Netflix token gated. And when you pay your, what is it now, 12 euros, something like that at the moment, 14 euros, something like that. When you pay it, you get a Soulbound token in your wallet, or in the wallet of your television, whatever, or a decoder. And as long as that thing is there, the decoder will work. And you can't transfer it. So you can't sell it. You have that certificate in your decoder. You can watch Netflix. And that's it. You stop paying, no problem. We take the Soulbound token back. The decoder doesn't work anymore. So those are really interesting ideas that we can do with Soulbound tokens. And okay. So I still have a little bit time for questions. Anybody? Yeah, Fabian.
In your diamond example, this is pretty interesting actually. I mean, there I can see like a lot of use cases for Soulbound tokens as well. But in this case, does it make sense to have like basically the token combined to the physical object? Does it probably make more sense because the object is the thing that is actually having the soul? Or where do you see like the pros and cons for Soulbound versus like asset-bound token?
The advantage here is it is the issuer that controls the destination. So let's say a diamond gets mined in Botswana. Yeah, we get the diamond out of the ground. Diamond will get shipped to Europe, and there it will get a certificate that is not coming from Russia. And at that moment, that Soulbound token gets created. Yeah? Somebody has to actually issue the certificate. It doesn't matter if it's a Soulbound token or it is a paper piece, but we know in the past that the paper pieces, they got frauded a lot. So here you then have a record on a blockchain. So okay, this diamond is coming from Botswana. Okay, and now this diamond is going to India to get cut. And it gets cut into one really big, beautiful thing for the ring of your fiancé, and a whole lot smaller ones that maybe go to industry solutions or other stuff. And so the certificate basically also gets cut up. They get their own provenance. They point back to the original certificate. And like that, the material blockchain really follows what is the history from this diamond. And when the diamond, the big one, is in the ring of your fiancé, you will actually be able to still see this diamond came from Botswana. Okay, it has a little bit of brothers and sisters that are somewhere else, and you can also see where they are, where they got cut, where they got treated. Because, yeah, the blockchain is transparent. There's no true privacy on the blockchain. So you can really follow that whole supply chain. And say, okay, diamonds, I took diamonds because it's really a high profile, but you can do it for food, you can do it for all kind of things where we say, okay, we are interested in what steps did that thing, that material thing, take to get to me. And I want to know. I want to know it's not a Russian diamond. I want to know that, I don't know, the coffee planter in I don't know what country actually got decently paid for the coffee that I'm drinking now. You can do that with a material blockchain. Any other question? Okay. Then I'll give you, don't forget, the GitHub has the very first implementation of Soulbound tokens. And on the other side, of course, my Twitter. You can follow my adventures all over the world in conferences. Thank you so much.
Big round of applause. Thank you, Frank.